5 will put us.
It's a little bit lower than us. I think it's 10 meters
Yeah.
off bottom.
Yeah.
I would say it's 10 meters off. I came up 2.
So
Okay.
if we go down to 5 off bottom and then go down
I'll
10,
confirm,
I
okay.
think that would be pretty good.
All right. We'll wait for this fancy ship move.
Yeah. We'll see if they laugh at our request.
Bet you they'd laugh if we put like half a meter. 3 meters, you know, they can see we're trying to avoid that.
Yeah,
Yeah, if only we hadn't put that mooring there.
I know. That was a bit silly. Oops.
See it casting a shadow on it, it's real close.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
Okay, copy, thank you.
Ship move is complete. We'll just watch it settle out. Make sure we like the spot.
Oh, you might not be talking to them.
Do you guys want to maybe consider coming up on the anchor a few meters so we clear the top of that float instead of hoping we pass it?
I think it's moving now, right? Like it's moving further away from it because we're going northeast. It's just swinging that direction. I think we're out of the...
Okay.
What are you concerned with, Josh?
He's concerned about the anchor swinging into it, which I think is a fair concern.
I was thinking if you just came up like 3 meters on it, you'd be over the top of it. We could still see it all, but if you think you're going to swing away from it, then fine.
Well, we're also about to start our touchdown, so.
Yep.
Oh, wouldn't that be a mess though if it caught in there?
Yeah.
Like, and we're still not able to pick up that float in sonar, are we?
No, I can't see it in sonar. I tried jammed up a gain on the mezzo, but still can't see it.
Yeah, that's definitely what the previous watch said.
I
That
don't
they
think you'll
struggled
see
with
it.
this.
We're
I don't think
still
you'll see it
too.
that low on the mezzo though anyway.
I think we're still hoping that one of our plans hit the mark. It's just compromise on every part. But so far it's looking good.
Yeah, I'm starting to be pretty happy with this. It's hard to get that perspective, but Johan, can you give us a little marker where you think that is on high pack?
Yes. 12 meters.
This view is amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I think we're pretty much going to set down from here. I like this spot. This is in a 3-meter circle of where we want to go.
Yeah, and I think lastly, if we just look at what our heading is and compare that to the lay angle of...
Yeah, we're pretty much at doing the lay angle.
So
So
this is
it's
the
going to be going away from us. I think this is good.
Okay, so yeah, so as long as we're clear on that heading, it looks clear to me. So
Yeah.
I think we're probably fine.
It's hard to
Distance
get
is
the
like fine.
perspective from the float, but
Doesn't matter as long as we're looking down the heading. That's good.
I think your best float perspective is probably right on the porch of the ROV. Our left-hand side, lower screen, lower right, or if you have just lower cam.
You see we're talking this one?
Yeah.
That was one that's going to give you the most, like the least distortion as far as like parallax is concerned.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Straight
familiar with where
out.
that's mounted?
Pardon?
You familiar with where that's mounted on the vehicle?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
straight next to the bucket.
Yeah,
or
and
the
it's looking
basket.
straight out, and it'll, you know, I can't see below the porch.
So that's pretty good then. I mean,
yeah, so the cable ship is suggesting that they could move along the lay path as we lower down. And it'll probably, like as long as we pay out faster than their ship move commences, then the chain that we dump extra will at least go on towards the lay path and not onto our float,
Sounds right to me.
which I think is great.
Okay.
If it all translates in the timing, but sure.
Sure, yeah. This is what they do, right?
Sounds good.
Well, as long as the payout's fast enough to hit the anchor on the bottom.
So they're going to pay out the last 10 meters at the same time as they're starting to move forward and lay the chain and the am steel.
I think they're going to want to pay out more than the
Yeah.
last 10 meters. They're going to
They'll
want to be paying out 15
I'd say.
meters
Sure.
and then start their ship move as they're doing it.
Are they going to do that all
Roger.
in one
And then
step,
there-
or are they
it's-
breaking it up?
They're going to do that in one step.
Okay, so that rolls right into actually just laying everything.
Yes.
Pretty
Just
much.
getting some chain down, yeah, along
Yeah,
the lay path.
getting a little bit of chain. I think they should go like 20 meters along their lay path as they, oh no, maybe less than that.
And we'll just hang out here on this side of the anchor as they do that.
Yes.
Watch and inspect the lay after.
Yeah, always on this side.
Yeah, I think
We'll just watch.
once the mud kicks up, there's not going to be much to see for a while. We'll confirm later on when they're like 80 meters away again. I
Okay,
guess.
yeah, I think without a ship move, I'm not sure how much further forward we're going to be able to go,
Yeah.
but we can always try. Without a Nautilus ship move.
Okay, so
So we're going to call out, it's going to be a 15 meter payout, and at the same time, they're going to move only 10 meters on their lay path. I think that works. And we can always ask them to pay out more, because we don't mind how much slack gets left here. We can always just pull it through.
yeah, I think that's probably the right idea.
Okay, do you want to call that in?
Sure.
And my only move will be vertical,
Yeah.
Yeah. We just,
Yeah, you don't need to get any closer. We're going to lose Viz, so
right on. I'll move down vertical, maybe 5 meters off the bottom or something like that. Somewhere where I can
10,
see where
10
the anchor
meters
lands.
into the lay path.
Yeah, we just want to be able to see the anchor touch, and then it's gonna.
Mhm. And then we
Then
won't
it's gonna.
see anything
Then we won't see
anymore.
much after that.
Yeah, the mushroom cloud.
Okay.
Or the bow wake will start. Kicking up the
They
mud.
copied our audio.
All right, so they understand what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay, ROV, are you ready for this to happen?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You want a radio that they can go ahead and commence. Yeah. 15 down on the winch, and then as soon as they see it coming down and about to touch the seafloor, they can, they can do their timing for start their lay path. They're hearing our radio call and, or sorry, our audio and know what we want to do. Payout should happen before the ship move happens, and it'll take a while to catch up anyway, so.
That extra 5 meters at that depth is going to translate into quite a lot of vertical. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of extra. I feel like 3 kilometers, a 1 meter extra payout is like a 10 meter watch circle.
I can see the flag.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to land this thing right on top of it.
Depending how fast they pay out.
Yeah, yeah.
Depending on that last little kite heave.
Yeah, that kite is going.
So I'm not sure how.
It seems to be getting, the anchor seems to
How
be
far
getting
down you
away
plan on
from
bringing
us.
Atalanta,
Dude,
Yeah.
Stuff it in the dirt.
altitude-wise?
Yeah, no less than like 7, I think.
7, okay. I don't think I need to be further down than 7 to still get a view of the touchdown.
Cool.
We're pretty far back.
And you can have a delta at that point too.
Yeah, yeah, if I can still hold it.
Kiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's add some speed to that payout. because we're going past the flag now. I want that paid out.
There it is, beauty.
Yeah, a bit more payout.
I
Yeah,
think that's all I need for down. I'm gonna
Yeah,
hold
roger
here.
Yeah.
It seems like a really nice view.
yeah, the anchor landed
Yeah.
the right direction too.
And it's lying away. Nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful. It's like they've done this before.
yeah, yeah.
That anchor,
This is great.
that anchor couldn't have landed any better.
No, that's amazing. Nice work on the cable ship.
And the stirrup wasn't bad.
Yeah.
No, the stirrup wasn't bad at all.
Still see the anchor.
So for this next part, we're pretty much going to be monitoring the anchor.
You guys have the view you need, or do you need to be a couple meters closer?
I like this distance. I think this is good.
Which is going ahead 80 meters while continuing payout. I agree. As yeah, so again, if you're listening, our next step is going to be that ship move 80 meters in lay path while continuing to pay out on the chain. Is the ROV team ready for us to call that in?
Yeah, we're not going
I
to do
think
that.
We're going to be watching the anchor.
We're just going to hang out right here.
Yep.
You can see the anchor and the chain and the Tritech.
Mm-hmm.
Anchor and chain.
Do you think that's mooring and chain?
No, I think the chain just started to show up. I don't think we can, well,
Well, we lost the viz on the anchor.
yeah. Pretty
Yeah,
sure that's the anchor on the left. Well, just didn't scan on that one, but.
Once the chain is off of the anchor, there's no way it can get fouled in its own chain.
They're heaving a lot, so what's happening there. I can see the shackle going up and down on that anchor line.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why we're getting blown out for
Yeah.
dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting
Just gonna
the mud
request a
generator.
little extra.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
What's that?
I'm just gonna ask them to dump a little extra.
Sure.
Looks like just because we can't watch it as they're doing this.
Yeah.
There's 20 meters of chain, and that mooring is 10 meters tall, and we can see the shackle. So there's a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
there's a
there
lot
should be a good 5 meters of chain dumped on the seafloor, which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that's great.
And once they get farther away, the chain will stop heaving and
Yeah,
we'll be all good.
yeah, and then eventually we'll get Viz again,
One day.
one day.
Looks like the current's playing well with our lay angle, though. It's blowing it off perpendicular and not right at us. So
Yeah.
that's going to help for when we inspect the mud mat.
Do you want to have them confirm they will let us know when they've commenced ship move?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
They might just hear that on the audio.
Yeah, at this point, just chalk on there. And arrange this back up to where it was. Maybe bring down the gain a bit.
That would be the anchor there.
Yep.
And that's our flag right there.
Our flag.
That's
Look at
You can still see the chain link bobbing down, up and down in the distance there.
yeah, right about there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they haven't started their ship move yet. They're just figuring out what speeds they want to do that at and how fast they want to pay out, etc.
I kind of forgot about the mud mat that's just sitting above us at 70 meters. Or
Yeah.
at 80 meters.
Yeah.
Never forget the mud mat.
Yeah, we're working under load.
Yeah. It's a bit freaky. But it's going to be moving away from us now. We should all feel a bit better.
Herc was wearing his hard hat.
Yes. Is that the syntactic foam?
Yes, yeah. I love the full circle of communication. It's good.
Got it. You forgot to mute the mic, though. First time?
Wondering if we want to step like 2 meters ahead, just so like maybe we could just keep an eye on the anchor, make sure it doesn't move. What do you think?
That'd be great.
Is that
Yep.
That's probably the smallest move I've ever heard called into Nautilus, but
no?
No, just with the
Herc.
vehicle.
oh,
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
the because we were making out the anchor bar there poking up, but now
Yeah.
I can't really
Yeah,
see
that's totally reasonable.
Yep.
We're good 10, 15, almost, what was that, 13 meters away.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Still kind of dusty there.
Yeah. Just trying to keep an eye on it in case it moves as they're laying this down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, pretty dusty. Oh, is that right there? Can you just see it there now?
Yeah,
it's
you can just see
fine.
it.
Just see it. Hasn't moved, does it looks like.
Doesn't have any tension on it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It does look like it's not really aimed at the strike of the lay.
It's about 90 degrees off.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we could
Maybe a
certainly
little.
like set, probably set that in there.
Yeah, I think they pull tension to do it too.
Yeah.
As we don't quite know where the chain is, I'm reluctant to get your hand in there.
Oh,
right?
not now.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
This is much later in the proceedings here.
Yeah.
Like,
But I think that's a good idea to push it in.
after the mud knot's down. I think
Yeah,
maybe.
and the mud mat will be like, maybe 10, 15 meters off bottom and towards its landed zone.
Yeah.
It settles, the muck settles pretty fast.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
surprising.
that's nice.
Yeah. To say Dirk was right. He said it would be sitting proud of the seabed. I didn't believe it, but there you go.
What's that, the anchor?
Yeah. I thought it'd sink in a bit more, but yeah, he's on the money.
Yeah.
Sir, I missed, you said it was 90 degrees off of something?
It's just that the anchor is not quite oriented towards the lay path yet because they haven't put any tension on it. They just dumped it. So at a certain point, once they start to land the mud mat, this whole anchor system will set towards the lay path direction, which is 315 degrees.
Gotcha.
And are they going to do all that figuring by tension? Like right now they only have mud mat tension on their wire and they want to pull a little tension on the anchor, right?
They're not going to see that at all. They're going to pretty much, I think, go off our video here. And they're just kind of doing a step forward as they pay out at the same sort of rate.
Videos on bridge or videos on winch control over there?
I think they have video on bridge. They have video on bridge. I know that.
I say winch payout, but you know what I mean. Whatever their
Yeah,
linear cable
whoever's-
deployment device.
Whoever's winching.
I'm
I
sure
think
they have
they're-
a pretty dialed in like table of like how fast to pay out at the ships.
sure,
It's all
yeah.
like completely, totally dialed in.
Yeah, that's all easy math if you've done it ahead of time.
Yeah.
Hard to do on the fly.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
yeah. And if you do that as a specialty, you probably have done it ahead of time.
Yeah, professionals.
Yeah. Someone wrote a spreadsheet back in '96 with some macros in it. This is probably still what they use today.
Some macros, little Visual Basic.
Yeah. The one Windows 98 computer that still runs it.
In the mezzo, was that the, that could be
Yeah,
the
it
mud
could be
mat.
the mud mat.
That's the mud mat.
What is that?
That's almost 50 meters,
45
45 meters away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 45 meters away on Herc's heading. That would be
315-ish.
Yeah, pretty much.
Herc's heading is 325, but that's a little off to port, so that could be 315-ish.
yeah. That's down the that's your lay path there. Yeah. Sweet.
So I'm getting word from the ship saying that I think without the beacons, we'll really want a visual confirmation from Herc that the mud mat is very close to the intended landing zone. They're moving the ship in the lay direction, but that doesn't mean it's correct at this point.
Yeah.
So
Roger.
they're asking for pretty much the visual, almost touchdown monitoring of the mud mat as well.
So anchor setting will happen first, correct?
I think so.
Fiddle around here as much as we need to.
Yeah.
And
So-
then we can.
But they're, yeah, go ahead.
I was saying we fiddle around until we're done here, then we'd move the ship, our ship probably 305, 300 kind of thing. We
Oh.
go around this beacon and not quite follow the lay path.
But we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till they lay down. As
Yeah.
we discussed before, they lay down the 80. They're 20 meters above,
Yeah.
and then we'll.
And then we might even be able to just push this anchor in and then go, then we'll be confident that it's set and we can go watch the mud mat landing. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
And then we can hang back and watch that. Yeah. Yep. So we'll just wait to hear from them when they're done their
Yeah.
80 down.
You can still see the mud mat only about 40 meters out.
Oh yeah, it's really showing up in the mezzo now.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think we want to be south of the cable lay. Is that right? Does that work for you?
I think we want to be south of the cable lay. Yeah.
We don't want to be dead on it.
No, agreed.
So we really want Argus to be like here. So we're like 100 meters. So Argus is like, our Atalanta is like 100 meters, like perpendicular off of the cable A. We can go straight
Just to
in.
catch up.
Is
Yeah.
that right?
S-
Is that what you're thinking?
Yes and no. That's the ideal. For me, that would be the ideal set down for the mud mat lay. Absolutely. And then when we get into following touchdown for the next step, which we could do as a separate step, then we'd probably have to be more ahead. I think we'd have to be more closer to the ley line. I don't know. The layback's going to be an interesting one to
Yeah.
follow through on. It's
Yeah.
a complicated one. How much can Herc pull Atalanta through that layback? I don't know. While keeping the rubber band, whatever you want
Right.
to call
I
it.
remember that being a pretty dynamic situation.
Yeah, totally. I don't know how to answer that.
I think we'll probably be able to figure that out on the when we follow that first 300 meters or whatever. Then they stop to get the mud mat over, and then our little
Yeah.
our transit there. We'll probably be able to figure out our orientation.
Roger, yeah. Right, the 300 meters and the other mud mat's got to go down.
That's right. So they do a 300 meter lay, then they're just going to stop because they got to get the other mud mat
Right.
into the A-frame overboard and start it to lower down. That takes them time.
Yeah.
Right. I was more thinking about where the ship setup would be for just watching the first mud mat come down.
I probably think we'd probably be in a similar orientation we are now. We'll just kind of we'll probably step north, or like what Trevor's saying, 300.
Yes, slightly west of the ley line is
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Get us more towards what you're saying there, Gab, more perpendicular.
yeah.
All right, there you go. Mud mat 48 meters away. 45.
It's showing up in
I'm going to range
Atalanta
up
pretty well
Herc
too.
too.
Yeah, nice.
I'll range up to 15 divisions.
46, 47, 48, I don't know.
So their ship move and payout is done. They've moved about 75 meters in the lay path direction. How would we feel about setting this anchor in? Should we wait for it to settle out a bit more in case the mud mat is kiting still in that direction?
Oh yeah, we're showing it 47, 48 meters away.
Okay, I'm going to relay that on just from our audio cable ship. We are seeing the mud mat about 47 meters away from us, so it has not made its way all the way to you on that move.
That's like 35 meters from the anchor.
35 meters from the anchor, roughly. They copy that. Looks like it's still moving,
Yeah, very slowly.
very slowly. I'm just asking them how far off the bottom do they expect the mud mat to be after this all settles, this move settles.
It's 60 meters away from Herc now.
Yeah, it's moved a bit for sure. I mean, I assume they would expect 20 meters off the bottom. I mean, roughly, maybe a little higher, depending on what the kiting is there.
Well, the fact that the mud mat's moving is a good sign.
Yeah, it's now, yeah, like Abby said, it's 60 meters away now.
It means it's still in the water column. If it wasn't moving, that'd be bad.
It's moving in the right direction.
What you looking at there?
Just catching up on notes.
How's this ship orientation for watching that?
So then the next steps are going to be, we're going to approach this, set the anchor, follow the chain and rope, and then you want to come up to acquire the mud mat up in the water column.
I believe so. They just want to get a confirmation of position and how close it is to the landing zone.
Okay. Now we're past 60 meters away now on the mud mat.
I'm wondering if the ROV is going to be able to get in a position where we expect the mud mat landing to be and get a sonar hit of the node. How do you expect to be approaching it?
Oh, we'll follow it along the lay path.
Okay.
Along that.
Kind of. I'd like to be more south
off
of
of it. Yeah, like off of it. I mean, we're not going to go fly right over top of it. Like,
yeah. So if you go south of it and then
I should say
look
west,
look north, then
I'm also thinking about if we want to set this anchor in, getting a little bit of a ship move, maybe from Nautilus, so we can get in there and actually get
yeah,
a
like
little
that.
bit of, I'm getting yanked around quite a bit.
yeah, they're farther away from us now, so we can.
yeah, I think you can go ahead and
Yeah.
do any small
sense to
ship
me.
moves you want.
Yeah, good call.
Which way do you want to go?
I think let's see. So we're going to be around the other side of this
Yeah.
Yeah.
balloon.
Yep.
So the best move might be a due north. I don't know, what do you think?
I was
Like-
thinking 315.
Yeah, a little bit of west end, I think, to try
Yeah.
and get us so we can stay on the south side of that line.
Yeah.
Because our lay path is here, and then we
Right.
want to be on this. We want to be on this side of it.
Right, so,
Yeah.
So a little bit of, like Trevor says, yeah, like a 315-ish.
okay.
Because if we're like, yeah,
The only thing I'm thinking about is if we elastic
Well, the
band
problem
back,
with that
I don't
idea
want to drag
now-
across the line. You know what I mean?
totally, yeah, we should not be ever across the line. We should stay this southwest side of the line the whole time.
Park, yeah, so you think we can park the vehicle this side of the line and still reach around to the
By line, do you mean
Oh,
balloon or
the
anchor?
balloon, sorry, the balloon line. So we'll stay on
Oh,
this
yeah,
side of
yeah.
the anchor line. I'm thinking about when we elastic band back. I'm probably overthinking this.
Yeah.
But when we elastic band back, I don't want a chance that Herc gets dragged across the,
Yeah, Roger.
you see what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, if
yeah.
we feel uncomfortable with it, let's just move it out of the way.
Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't matter anymore.
Let's just
good point.
grab
I
it
hadn't
and
thought of
move
that,
it.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's just get it out of our business.
Yeah, it's irrelevant now.
Okay, 315 is great then.
Great. How far moved do you want for the step?
How far is Atalanta from the stern of the ship?
Go away box.
I'm guessing 84 meters.
You would.
Well, our distance to the thing
About
is
90.
90?
is 12,
87.
12 meters, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I could
So I mean, maybe we could do a 15 meter move, maybe.
sure, yeah, give us a little bit of extra in the bank.
15 at 315.
Mm-hmm.
Copy.
And I'm just gonna stay here.
Bridge nav. Hi, can we have a 15-meter move at bearing 315? Copy.
And back row, the mud mat's about 75 meters away from our current position. So
And can you
60 me-
calculate that
60
from
meters.
the anchor?
60 meters from the anchor.
Okay. So just relaying
Maybe a
over
little less.
audio, we expect that the mud mat
65?
is about 60 meters away from the anchor at this
Ish.
point.
Yeah, 65 maybe.
That's a rough guess on our sonar.
Yeah, 60, 65.
And Nico, you're okay with us moving? If we want to mess with the anchor, we're thinking about moving the float line away.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, we can use
Okay.
the flag as our
yeah,
Marker.
We just want to take the marker out of our business there.
Yep.
We might not need to, but if we do, we can.
Yeah, I mean I need to. Yeah.
But let's hold up for a moment. They were talking about doing a 10-meter payout with a 10-meter move. Do we want to get them like 90% of the way there? Do we want to set the anchor first, or do we want to let them do that?
Maybe
Well,
close.
our ship is moving right now. We're, in 5 minutes, we're going to be able to approach the anchor.
Okay.
So that's already in progress, but the vehicle's staying still.
I think if everything looks settled here, we should go ahead and set the anchor before they do anything else.
Okay, we'll be able to do that in 5 to 10 minutes, maybe. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that is already in progress.
Given how the mud's been acting, I think we can set down too if you wanted.
That'd be better. Yeah,
Yeah.
have better control over.
And we'll be lifting that, or
Lift.
maneuvering the heavy
Yeah.
thing, so yeah.
Yeah.
A controlled set
It'll
down better than
yeah,
rather than me
it'll
pulling you in.
floof up for a second, but I think it'll settle right back down.
Yeah, totally. How heavy is this float monument beacon thingy dooger?
I think
there's
it's
245s on the
60
bottom.
pounds, 55 pounds heavy.
Roger. Are we recovering the beacon before leaving the spot?
Yes, the beacon comes off.
Okay, so that's another task we've got to do
While we're here.
before leaving the anchor zone and go
Not-
checking out the mud.
they're
map.
not doing it now.
We're not doing it now?
Just hold on, Trevor.
Holding on. Yeah, I'll have to get a complete task list before leaving this spot.
So Trevor, that's a different dive that will collect those things.
Roger, different dive, thank you.
Copy.
If we range out on one of these,
You want more?
we should be able to see the mud mat.
There's
Maximum.
Yeah, there's our 20.
20 meter divisions.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Beauty.
80 bang on.
Yeah.
Minus 12. 68 meters from us. Sorry, 68 meters from the anchor.
When I'm out of here and when I do my bio break in like 40 minutes or something, I'll do.
I can do that soon too. I could for a little walk. Yeah, why don't you do that now?
Okay.
Okay, that ship move is complete.
Roger, thank you.
Copy. So
Do you feel like you have the scope now to be able to do that, or are you still waiting on the ship move?
We were not on SPL for that. Nico,
Hi.
we're almost ready.
Excellent. I was listening to you,
yeah,
regardless.
okay.
he can hear us.
Some people don't. Some people don't listen. I don't listen to the back row.
I can't force talk to you anyway. I can't toggle it on.
Right. I'm always listening to SPL, but
Yeah.
not always listening to the back row.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna. I haven't felt the pull yet, so I think I'm gonna
Roger.
keep it in autos for a little while
Sure. Yeah.
and see what happens.
Sounds good.
I don't know how hard it's gonna pull me back.
Okay. I'm gonna stay at this altitude. This is awesome.
Yeah, that seems great.
10 and 7.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna keep it in autos?
I don't know.
That's fine. Or you could get a feel for it. Doesn't matter. Dealer's choice.
And you're how many meters above me?
7.
Okay.
2 above you. 4.
Okay. Autos are just so weird for not being able to feel what's going on with the vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anywhere we can or cannot grab this mooring?
Nope.
Raj. Don't grab it by the head of the beacon, otherwise we're good.
Yeah. Or the bottom where the connector is.
Right. Or grab it with a knife.
Yeah.
How tall? That flag's not very tall, is it?
No.
No.
Right.
And you're welcome to bring the arm out front.
Okay. I'm gonna turn on downlight, ruin your viz.
Okay, thanks. Thanks. Okay, you want to grab it below, right?
Doesn't matter, sure. Is it on a big, it's on a big stick too, that's nifty.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a aluminum rod. It'd probably be the best for you to grab, and you actually get some.
Sure.
Okay.
Grab the connector, that's what Nico said, so.
Okay, he said grab the connector. Roger, I will
Yeah.
fly it right into the connector.
I'll unplug the dummy.
Where's the bullpen?
Top
Okay.
of the beacon is the bullpen?
Yeah. Yeah. They were never gonna grab by the beacon. Right.
I'm gonna grab it and then a halt, and you can lift it up with the vehicle,
Okay,
and then you can land it, and then I'll let it go when you say.
okay, sounds good.
And I'm just standing by on your
I'm hundreds here.
call. Yeah, Raj. It is definitely gonna be bouncy. It's not gonna be a nice science grab.
Not a nice science grab, Roger.
I'm actually gonna put this out a little farther. Just keep it out of the light bar, you know. Okay, halted.
Okay.
Hey, you're giving her beans, eh?
Yeah, all the beans.
Need a turbo button.
I know. Just a little extra, please. It's working.
Yeah, just slow. Gotta drag out Talanta. Oh, it's so tantalizing.
I know. I know. You just love that trick.
It's a good trick.
It's a pretty funny
You
trick.
do that for the rock display sometimes, where you do the slow rotate.
Do that for the what?
Like
Oh,
it
the
goes-
rock display, when
yeah.
you're halted. Okay,
Yeah, ready?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you want.
So I don't think I can reach it, but I'm gonna try anyway. Negative.
Okay.
Getting out of there. And going
Yeah,
now.
you can.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Jaws locked, halted.
Okay.
It's all you.
I'm going to starboard
I think
here.
I can see AM still right there.
Beautiful view in the 180 cam. Incredible situational awareness.
Oh wow, yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool.
It's really cool.
I feel like this is a good place as any, right?
Okay.
You guys, science,
Happy.
you okay with this?
Happy.
Okay, sounds good. Get rid of it. Ditch it.
Ditched. And arms out of there. Let's
Okay.
stow it now.
All right. Next move, setting the anchor.
Arms secure.
Okay, this will be a bit of an experiment if I can set down and keep it there and keep everything stable.
Yeah, you might even need your horizontals on for this.
Yeah, maybe.
Towards the lay path, yeah. Yeah, if you copied that, we'd like this anchor to be set towards the lay path, which is 315 degrees.
As in, I'm going to grab the left ear and pull it towards the vehicle to spin the heading. Is that reasonable?
You want to be positioned at the left ear.
I would be positioned pretty much looking at the anchor square on.
Square on as it is.
Square on as it is,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You don't think you want to just grab it from the main part of the anchor and push it down in?
Push it? Well, it's the angle, the heading's not right. You want me to fix that first?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's what I want to do first, is just grab that left side ear sticking out of the dirt, pull it towards the vehicle,
Okay.
and then that'll fix our heading. And then we can reassess on how to stuff it in the mud however you want. If that's okay with you, that's what I'd like to do.
Trevor, if you've got it, can you tilt HD down a little
Yes,
bit? And
roger
are
that.
we full wide? Can we go full wide on HD with vignetting so that I can get the good
Super
reference
double,
there?
extra wide.
There we go.
I'll give
Perfect.
you just
That's
a little
very helpful.
bit of porch. Oh, there you go. Just the tiniest bit of porch.
Such a small amount of porch. How do you feel about how we're lining up here, Trev?
It's good. It's pretty far, I think, but it might be okay.
I don't know that it'll be that far in the end.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, cool. That's great. If you can stay there, then I think I can make it work. It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough to stay there. I'm gonna have like the exactly calibrated, like horizontal bias.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good luck with that. You can keep it live if you want.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna have to. Like,
gonna have to, yeah.
There's nothing else I can do.
There's nothing I can do. Okay, are you ready for arm to come live?
Yeah, you can bring the arm live, but this is
It's gonna be
tough. This is a struggle here.
Yeah, Roger. This is not going to be precision. This is going to be brute force. Oh yeah, I can probably give you another 1 meter delta. It all counts. It all helps.
Yeah, the dust is definitely cooperating so far. So.
And I'm not going to hit the ground. I'm not going to hit that mooring with Atalanta, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm going to go for it.
Do your thing. I'm gonna do my best to keep you stable. But.
Okay. Oop, bonk. Ah, sorry. Swing and a miss.
Nice. Yeah, beauty.
How's that? Is that too
That
much?
looks spot on.
No, that looks pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, because that looks spot on to me
We're at
relative to the
345.
vehicle's heading.
Yeah.
Okay, arms out of there.
Okay.
So what would you like to do for this setting it?
Push pretty much right up by the shackle, right down into the sediment.
Roger. Say when you're ready there, Gab.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get in a little closer for you.
Okay. I'm mainly going off 180 cam and front whatever cam.
Yeah, gotcha. We'll center it up.
As soon as I take arm, you've got low flow too. You're at 1500.
Yeah,
So you
it's
know.
been okay.
Yep. It's amazing it doesn't drop to nothing. It's great with 1500 even.
This is it here. We're
Okay.
getting close.
Going for it. Whoop, whee. Oh my goodness.
Can we also get the ship starting to move if the next thing we're going to be doing is inspecting the mud mat?
Happy with that? Anchorage?
From
I
this
can't
back
hear
corner?
whoever said
yeah. If you take it from that corner on the right side and then just try and push it right down in.
Yeah, understood. That'll be pushing away from the vehicle. That's going to be a lot of effort, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
I'd like to finish this before moving the ship. Okay, so you copy that? Gab?
Yeah, you want to get pressure straight down on the anchor.
I think, yeah, 45 degrees, kind of grabbing that little corner bit with the hole in it
Yeah.
and stuffing it. But it's going to take all your whole forwards to do that. Well,
yeah,
you're already all forwards.
I'm all forwards.
Yeah.
I need a little for auto head here.
Yeah, okay. Ready now?
Yeah, just get yourself in a position and halt so I can get back up there. And
Oh, you want to get it back up there first? Okay.
will that help you for me to get closer?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Hold on for a sec then.
Holding on. I'm very glad the current is flowing the way that it is.
Okay, this is going to be, I think this is what you get.
Okay.
Mm.
The dust cloud is extending all the way up to Atalanta. Scared me for a sec, but
Oh,
it is,
yeah.
it is
Because
plenty off
it's
bottom.
actually blowing behind us, which is
Yeah.
nice.
So you don't usually see sediment with Atalanta.
Yeah.
The altitude telemeter is the same as it always was. It's still safe. It's just not standard.
You can go for it if you can
Okay,
get in
going for
there.
it. Oh, miss. I think that's as good as I get with this. Happy?
Yeah, happy. So
Okay.
I think the next thing the cable ship is going to want to do is move their, do their 10-meter move and 10-meter descent to get 90% of the way there.
I would love to come up on Delta.
Yes, please do.
Coming up. The arm is stowed but not secured.
Roger.
The ship.
Okay, I hauled in 3 meters there.
I'm in full autos here.
Roger. I'm going to secure the arm now.
So what we'd like to
secure.
do now is just watch this anchor while they do their, well, we let the cable ship do their move, which was going to be 10 meters again in the direction of the lay path and 10 meters descent. Can we start to get the Nautilus a bit closer as they do that, so we don't have to wait so long for Nautilus to catch up?
Now that we're out of there, oh, where's the mooring, by the way? Are we backed away from that? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I've lost the plot.
The mooring is to our starboard.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can see the flag, and you put it
On the other side.
to the
I can
right.
come up above the mooring.
Yeah,
too.
the mooring is 5 meters due east.
Okay, let's.
Of
I
our
like
current
coming
position.
above the mooring. I don't think we need to see this right now, do we?
We want to see the anchor. We want to watch the anchor as they do their move.
Like this close?
No, it doesn't need to be this close.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll come up a bit.
Okay.
Did you catch what I asked about?
Sorry, no, I did not.
So what the cable ship is going to want to do now is go 10 meters more along their lay path and 10 meters descent. We'll watch the anchor while they do that, but can we start to get the Nautilus coming this way as well?
Sure, yeah, that seems fine.
Okay, so you can see what you need
I
to
can
see now,
what I
Trev.
need to see, yep. I think we start Nautilus moving.
So I'm going to let the cable ship know that they're okay to proceed with their next move. If you guys could get the Nautilus to
Sounds good.
step forward.
What do we think on bearing 315 again? Or what did they do last time?
We did a 315, right?
We did 315. They also did 315 for their 70-meter move.
Yeah. I could be convinced to do 315 again.
315 is the lay path.
Yep. We could probably even do 20 meters, because Atalanta's still going to get nowhere close to anything dangerous with 20.
Am I clear to let the cable
Copy
ship
that.
know they can perform their move?
Yes.
Okay, cable ship, if you wanted to give just audio confirmation, well, rather that you hear audio confirmation, go ahead and proceed with your next move.
Bridge nav. Can we have a 20 at 315 move, please? Copied, thank you.
So the cable ship is putting in. The cable ship is putting in the move that will set the anchor,
Hopefully.
or put some tension on the anchor.
Yeah.
20 meters more, not
We'll
setting
start-
the mud mat.
Probably not yet, but oh, right, like right at the landing zone, essentially, is see, yeah. Yeah. You'd say that it's about a porch width distance between the flag and the anchor right now?
Maybe a little more. A porch and a half to 2 porches.
Yeah, I like porch and a half. 1.62 porches. The golden porch ratio, 1.6.
Yeah.
1.61,
Yeah.
2, 9.
7, 2, 3,
I'm just
4,
making
5.
up numbers now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just asking.
So there's definitely a belly, a line, and chain in front of that anchor. Yeah, totally. So if they pull it tight, it's gonna
It's,
make a mess.
I don't suspect to see this anchor setting till they're almost 100 meters exactly away from
Yeah, that makes sense. There's like, yeah, it's the belly of line goes like 90 degrees to the anchor strike right
it.
now.
Is that for
Right.
us?
That's probably for us.
Can we see it on Mezzo? I can't really tell what's
You
noise
can't
and what's...
see, oh, the mud mat?
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, it looks like the 20, 40, 60, like 85 meters out smudge.
So 80 meters from the anchor.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, I think it,
Back row, you copy that?
what was that?
We think we see the mud mat and sonar 80 meters from the anchor.
Okay.
Okay,
I
there.
repeat, we think we see the mud mat 80 meters from the anchor at this point. They're just finished their move, so I imagine that's still moving away from us a little bit.
Roger that.
I'm fairly certain they're going to want us to verify the depth of the mud mat before proceeding after this step.
So that means we'll not be watching the anchor?
I think so.
Okay. Shall we keep moving the Nautilus along this line and abandon the anchor?
Stand by.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be happy not watching the anchor. I'm hoping that when we go and get eyes on the mud mat, we might be able to find a position where we can get it and the node in the sonar for their final landing, just so we can verify their distance from the node before they land it.
Okay, so shall we keep moving along the line with the Nautilus?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
How large a step do we want to do?
Well, I guess the question is, how close do we want to get to cable innovator? Probably no less than 100 meters.
Right.
So whatever gets us to 100 meters from cable innovator.
Okay. Do we have any information other than visual and kind of what they've done for where they are relative to us?
You could ask Oriole to use his radar. Half cable.
Okay. Bridge nav. Are you able to use your radar to give a relative position of the cable innovator to us? Sorry, are you able to give a relative position of the other ship to where we are, to Nautilus's ship?
How far away are we?
Thank you.
Let's Josh to bring them up. They're in the shop. If I was sitting third seat, I'd go get it. One more time. Just, oh yeah, just this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bridge, go for nav. Copy that.
meters.
That would be
189.
200 meters at 350 approximately. Copy.
That's where the ship is. Okay.
Thank you, Orion.
One more time, Nico.
They made a move of 80 meters along the lay path, so we should be able to pretty much follow that, right?
Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't do 60
Yeah,
to start.
I agree. At 315?
Sure.
Great. Bridge nav. Hi, can we have a 60 meter ship move at bearing 315? Copy.
So I have a couple options here. I can stay watching the anchor, or I can keep Atalantis stretched out and keep moving forward.
Still looking at the anchor, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Take.
I'm worried about it. Slipping.
I think we're seeing the mud mat at 90 meters from Herc. Yeah, it seems like it's at 90 and moving away still, which is good. Once it hits 100, well, the anchor is probably like 7 meters in front of us. We're not seeing it on any sonars right now. So it's, 83 meters away from the anchor. So once it hits 100, we'll see the anchor set, hopefully. But we might have to, they want us to watch the mud mat, so we'll probably leave here before the anchor sets. It's all better.
Quick recap for our listeners. As you can tell, this is a very operation-heavy dive. We are currently working with the cable innovator to lay a 3-kilometer long armored cable at Cascadia Basin from the Cascadia node all the way to the Cascadia West site,
Sweet.
also known as ODP 1026B. So the chatter on SPL for this dive, which is slated to be about 36 hours, will mostly be operational. If you've been tuning in, you might have noticed a lot of the chatter within the control van is included a lot of coordination between the Nautilus bridge as well as the cable innovators bridge and the ROV pilots and navigator. So it's a quite intensive expedition dive.
I don't know.
If you want to take a quick look at what we are currently deploying, which are mud mats, you can go.
Back row, I got a quick question when you have a sec.
Yeah, ready.
So we're starting the Nautilus ship move, which is leaving the vehicle with some scope to move
Yep.
at 315.
Yes.
We can sit here and monitor the anchor for a little bit more. We're seeing the mud mat travel away still, or I
okay.
can start moving, or I can start trying to get some movement up the ley line.
I don't think we're going to see the mud mat move enough that all of this slack is going to be taken up and set in, so we may as well start moving along and try and get visuals on the mud mat because they're waiting for that before anything else.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. We'll start working on leaving the anchor site and moving towards where the mud mat is.
Yep, thank you. We'll want to do that, you know, fairly quickly as they're only 5 to 10 meters off bottom and
Yeah, ship's on the go already.
yeah, perfect.
Back row, you think the mud mat's 5 to 10 meters off the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's our spot. Okay, I'm gonna start heading that way. And can you zoom me in as much as you can without compromising what you guys are working on? Because I'm otherwise flying pretty much off a DVL right now.
Yeah, just say when.
As long as you guys can see what you're doing. Okay. I'm just trying to stay south and west of where the cable actually is to approach here from the south.
you think we should do another 20-meter ship move?
I'd
Yeah,
say
let's
that's
keep
likely.
those moves going.
You only moved the 60 of the 80, right?
That's
So
correct, yeah. Yeah, I think we can call another 20 meters, 20 meters at 315.
Gabby, do
Roger.
Gabby,
Bridge, nav.
do you want me to keep zooming in?
No more zoom.
Okay.
Can we have
Are you-
20 meters bearing 315,
Can you zoom?
please?
You should zoom out, please.
Oh,
on the
is that what
moves.
you were
No,
talking
she was
about?
talking to Nav.
Oh, copy. Got it. Okay.
20 more, please.
I'm going to turn the downlight back off, get us a bit more long distance viz.
Okay, sounds good.
Downlight off.
I'm wondering about seeing plumes here.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that at all. Okay, we're leaving. That's my plume.
That's your plume, that's okay. Might have just been
Could have been
flapping.
fish.
We'd probably know. It's probably just remember there's still a cable just on the ground somewhere
Yeah.
and pulsing off the bottom. So there's a automatic plume generator somewhere.
Yep.
So you're going to need to
And
approach more from the west than anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That is true. The current's pushing water north to south.
Okay. I'm heading west so that I can approach from the southwest.
Yeah.
Okay, can you show me where the ship is in DVL nav now too? Get
see,
all
multi-beam
the
would be
all the
pretty
players
cool.
in.
Yeah.
This is not a decision to be made immediately.
Sure, yeah.
I wonder if we need a, we'll need another ship move, 100 meters to get more, like you're talking about, perpendicular. I don't know. Possibly. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That'd bring Atalanta more this way.
I mean,
Yeah,
I that would have been like if I was setting up just to look at the mud mat landing, that's how I'd set up, but you guys have in mind like following the cable, so
We will be going that way eventually.
hey Josh. Okay.
We could probably find it in a multi-beam.
Hello. Yeah, well, let's come back to that in a sec, because I understand your question. The first question, which dictates the answer to that, is just to catch you up, Josh. We have moved 80 meters. The ship is finishing up the 80th meter of the move from where we were at the anchor. The mud mat's probably 90 meters from the anchor. So, and 10 meters up. The first question is, do we want to keep moving the ship a little ways along and set our Herc and Atalanta up more like this? We have to go that way anyway.
I think
to
that's
watch
the way
the
we're
cable
going to
lay.
want to be for the lay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think we should keep moving along that trajectory. Now that leads us to the next question of, if we were pulling this way like crazy the whole time, if we keep moving the ship along and want to be this way, then we might be a little closer to that cable than we otherwise want. So I wonder if instead of 315, we should move the ship 310, 305 kind of thing. And that leads into Lynette's question about, do we want to go more westerly?
I agree, because if we're off, we can always move in instead of having to like pull back.
Yeah.
So I'd rather approach than have to retreat.
Right. So I think we should do a 20 meter more move, probably 305. It starts us veering a little bit away from that and gets us more perpendicular. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yep, sounds good to me.
Does that make sense about what Johan transitioned? Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, lay here, we want to always be on the south side, and then we kind of want to be more like Herc Atalanta ship kind of thing.
And ideally we'd be this way, but because we have to drag Atalanta through the water, it's going to probably be like, instead of just going along like this, it's going to be kind of like this, but we don't want to be like this.
Yeah. When he goes this is the cable.
This is the cable, yeah. Hand is Herc Atalanta. Yeah. I think we're ready.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. 305 sounds great.
Yeah. I think I'm just stationary at the moment, yeah.
Yes, you're in autos stationary. You are able to pull more if you choose to do it, and I know that they would like you to do it.
Doing it.
Okay.
Steps.
And at some point, when we're happy, we'll just change those 305 moves back to 315s for that cable lay. I don't know when we're going to be happy. We're going to not follow the cable lay for a bit. I don't know when we'll be happy. When we're happy, we'll parallel it up. Yeah.
I think it's about 10 meters off the seafloor.
I believe so. That's a back row question.
Yeah, that's, we believe it's about 10 meters off the bottom.
Okay, I'm going to come 10 meters off the bottom.
Okay, coming up. It comes and goes from mezzo.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. That's probably it there, yeah?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I am 9.5. One more.
I got you at 8 meters delta.
Okay.
That's probably fine.
10 meters off the bottom.
Oh yeah, and so this pluming, we have been seeing pluming from the cable bouncing.
Yeah,
So just the water's flowing to pretty much due south.
Okay.
So that is from up current, obviously. You saw the anchor placement thing.
I
So
did.
the plume we were making there was drifting all the way up to Atalanta.
Oh, neat.
So it is pretty plumy, but it is going that direction.
Do we have a mud mat hit on sonar yet?
See it? I've seen it, I think. There, I think that might be it there, just not the long yellow one, but just
Behind
right behind that.
60, 70
Not
meters. I
the
guess.
artifact. That seems
Yeah,
right.
That's
Yeah.
probably it.
All right, great. And how far away is that? About 60 meters, you said?
20, 40, 60, 70, I would say.
70 meters, okay.
It's a nice cloud.
What, outside?
No, right in front of you.
Oh.
Have we completed all the ship moves and now it's just pulling Atalanta in that direction?
We're almost done. 4 meters left.
Yeah, we did an additional 20, so I think we're okay.
50 meters away now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ship has moved 100 meters from the anchor position.
Yeah, so we should be fine.
Yeah.
Since it's only 90 meters away.
Ooh, we're pulling hard. I might be seeing the node in sonar too. Off to the right.
Are they pinging the node beacon, or are we? We should be at this point,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're
on the
seeing
right.
it here.
Yeah.
Right there.
That means they're not landed on each other, which is pretty nifty.
Okay, that ship move is done.
Okay.
Did you want another one in that?
Might
I
need
mean,
one, because I don't know
might
that I'm
be
going to
good.
get there from here. Pulling, how far away is Herc from the ship?
Yeah.
About 30 meters.
Sorry, from the
Yeah.
ship? Like, how far is Herc from the, like, how far am I?
Oh,
Yeah,
from,
there.
okay.
From the ship, from our ship. Sorry, I had to clarify that on these
Multi-ship things.
About 80 meters?
80 meters? Oh, I should be able to get out there a little further.
Yeah, I'm seeing it in sonar 40 meters out.
Yeah.
And the node. We could probably range that in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nav, can you confirm those are active pings on the node beacon?
We are not currently pinging that beacon.
Let's go ahead and start pinging that beacon. They are no longer pinging it.
Okay.
I'll be lame if it's like,
Doink.
nothing. Yeah, see, is that an active ping now? It's a little up, that's good. It's a little further.
Yeah.
Probably want a new offset to our target landing zone. So this is our, yeah, right here we've got our active beacon. It's like, I don't know, whatever distance, 5 meters or something, I don't know, north. So I'm assuming just 5 meters north of that one.
Yeah, Nav, can you do a range and bearing from like the cluster where we originally had that beacon, just right down in those points below, to the new MudMat LZ, and then take that same range and bearing from where you're getting active
Like right
pings.
now?
yeah, of course it jumps right to our cursor as we do that, but okay, maybe it is just hanging out there. It seems like it's more a few meters up from where we had it.
It is really dusty, huh? Wow. Pardon? Yeah.
So as long as we're landing anywhere between, before those circles end, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
before the circles end. What do you mean?
So you have your radiuses here. So as long as the new mud mat location lands within those circles, we're okay.
Within the circles. So this one is not a target we would want to drop it at.
It doesn't seem like that one's really active. What's the range and bearing from that to that beacon right now? Yeah, just somewhere in the middle there. Yeah, I think that would be fine too.
Okay.
It's starting to get close, but
Okay.
yeah, our circle shifted just with the offset of the new beacon position, so
Yeah.
we'll have a bit past what we have as our radius now.
I don't know how much mud mat viewing we're going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold here for a sec.
The 180s seem to be getting over top of it. What's your altitude?
12 meters, or 13.
Could be that it's just the mud mat's heaving close to the bottom, sucking it up. Are you seeing the cable at all, Josh? In your yeah, you see it in Herc. The cable.
Are you seeing cable?
Well, I think in Herc's sonar, I see that.
Oh, the sonar. I was like, yeah, I can definitely. Well, it's either the mud mat or the cable.
Yeah, I just see that tiny little spot.
Yeah, it's
How far? That's just in
8
this little.
meters.
Yeah, it's right up
away.
here.
Just can't see it in the dust, so I just want to wait.
I don't.
Come up a little more.
This might hang around for a bit.
Yeah, I don't. Well, it's.
I would say come up and
come
use
up
the
a bit.
180. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think it's been actively generated, so I don't think it's going anywhere.
coming up, get me.
Yeah, we might not.
Based on where we are now, Nav, what would that, if the mud mat is
I
that
see the cable
sonar
in there.
target, what would it be on
In
IPAC?
180, coming out of the plume. Just, it's really faint, but I see it. It seems pretty loose. I guess it's just the heave.
Well, I don't see it at
Yeah,
all.
I see it. I see
Yeah,
it
there
in,
it is. I can
Hercules
see it.
too.
Yeah.
But you'll see
Oh,
these like
there, yeah.
snaps in it.
Oh, then well, if it's snapping, then it means it's on the bottom.
And that would explain why it's, well, I guess the anchor cable could be generating all that.
We shouldn't be seeing any snaps, so it's pumping off the bottom. All right.
I think they're going to want to come up a bit then.
Yeah, that's definitely the case.
I'm now 20 meters up.
We're 20 meters up. Okay. ROV, are you okay if they come up a little bit on that?
Sure.
Just like 10 meters or 5 meters?
Yep, it's about 8 meters in front of us. 7, 8 meters.
ONC ROV. Sorry.
Which is not good. So front row, they're gonna pay in 5 meters. So we might see even more of a cloud show
Okay.
up.
All right.
But yeah, I think they've kind of touched bottom, maybe,
Okay,
or are so close that it's pulsing the seafloor.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand by here. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I took some weight there.
Something's going on there.
We're seeing tension come on the cable.
Oh,
Okay. They said they didn't see tension dropping from the mud mat, but
yeah, that.
Hopefully I've got good timing, but good afternoon, everybody. Hope we're doing okay.
I think I just see that. Is that dust cloud or is that the mud mat?
I didn't see anything. I think it's going to be smaller than what we expect when we finally see it.
I think it just might be dust cloud, sorry. Yeah, dust cloud.
We have optical zoom. I can zoom in a little bit on that camera.
I'm gonna back up.
What's up?
Just backing up.
Whoa,
Getting
yeah,
very
it's coming
close.
your way. What's going on there?
their 5 meter pay-in is complete,
Okay,
but we obviously have no viz.
I just see the line. I backed up because it seemed like it was approaching me.
Yes, and it sure did.
If we're only 90 meters away from the anchor, I don't, yeah.
I have us about 100 meters for our like suspected cable location right now. Distance from the anchor on the bottom.
Oh, you have about 100 meters to the anchor?
Yeah, 100 meters to the anchor from the cable.
Really? I mean, I think that mud mat's still touching the bottom. Or something's going on there.
For 100 meters from the cable to the anchor, then yeah, it's on the bottom.
Yeah, that makes
Under
sense.
the mud mat is a bunch of, is like a bridle, which could be scraping around in the mud.
Yeah, it's a lot of movement.
Come up a little more, Gabby.
Yep.
They have no change in their tension after paying in 5 meters.
Cable is very active, like it's snapping around, moving laterally back and forth. I don't know if you're seeing that.
Yeah, now we're
I
seeing
I
that.
saw a lot of cable
Very
movement.
active.
But if they're not seeing a change in their tension, that means maybe it's just
the heave snapping.
just the anchor rod kind of pulling it one way or another, depending on how it's lifting. Could be, but if it's still close to the bottom, we're not going to ever get vis. It's just going to keep sucking up more.
Yeah, it's just creating. I've gone up even higher. I'm 30 meters off now. Just to stay with the cloud is just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of disappearing.
When you say cable, do you mean AM steel? No, we're watching the cable, the armored cable going down to the mud mat, and it's looks like it's snapping.
Yeah. This is not the AM steel, no.
No. Do you want me to keep coming up?
I don't.
So you can see it, or?
Well, I don't know what we're going to do with that information.
I can see it in sonar. It's in there. It's in the cloud, about 7 meters, 8 meters away.
And we're certain that's not above us. That definitely looked like the armored cable to me.
It wouldn't. You wouldn't see it in sonar if it was the AM
just
steel.
AM steel. Yeah, that's got to be cable.
Yeah, that's the cable, and the mud mat's somewhere down there.
For context, for if you're watching along on the cable ship, we are at 30 meters altitude.
Can we possibly come at it from a? Oh no, there's no other angle to come at this thing from. No. But yeah, this is not going to work.
Would this be different?
Yeah, so we think the mud mat is close enough to the bottom that we're just pumping up a lot of sediment, and our vis is not going to clear up here.
Would it be different if the tides changed?
Yeah, if the sediment's blowing a different direction, yeah, but...
Well, we're still creating it, so...
Yeah. There's just not enough current to clear it out. Don't really know.
I think if anything, they have to come up a bit more. So we're not creating more vis issues. But if we do that, we're going to risk starting to pull our anchor set away and then risk laying this too far away from the node.
I mean, we can do a quick trig, but at 100 meters of rope, I think you can come up quite a bit before you're going to start pulling if you're only 90 meters off from your anchor position. If their ships only move 90 meters, right?
Yeah, I think
so. I think you can come up
Nav
like 20 meters or something.
That the mud mat is 100 meters away from our the last seen anchor position. Is that right, Nav?
Yeah, if I take a range from our anchor on bottom position.
Yeah.
To where we suspect the cable is in the water column.
Based on the sonar.
Based on the sonar.
Yeah.
So
that's 98.
98 meters.
98 meters, yeah. So they're right there at the end of it. We have the option of either coming up and risking moving our anchor point and or them pretty much proceeding with the lay blind.
I think like at this point, without knowing how far up they are, I'm not sure how much you can come up.
Does this seem to be clearing at all?
No. But we also didn't see any of that anchor road move at all either. So that's another thing, right? So I don't know.
Does anyone want to try one more interrogation of that mud mat beacon?
I think that's we can, but it's
That was pretty much put to bed?
That was put to bed
Okay.
pretty early in the dive.
I don't think we're going to necessarily pull on that anchor unless we're like heaving for a long time on it. So maybe let's consider, I think it's not act right now, but we should consider just continuing on with the lay.
Yeah, it looks like they're typing. They're saying we could proceed with the cable lay. Do we have any sonar confirmation that the mud mat is not next to the node? Yeah, we definitely have that.
We have that.
Yeah, Nav, can you give us the expected range and bearing from our node beacon to where we're seeing that on our sonar?
Yeah, about 30 meters, 285.
Yeah, so that's good. I think.
So, yeah, just to relay that, 30 meters, 285 bearing from the node to where we see the mud mat on our sonar.
Or the cable, yeah.
Yeah, the cable.
Or the cable, rather. The mud mat is well below us. No, I don't think so either. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they move even just a few meters ahead and then start their payout.
Well, there's the, I can see the mud mat below me here.
Oh,
We have
yeah.
visual on mud mat in our
Backing up
cam.
just a bit.
Yeah, I saw it right below there. We need to get an idea of its orientation as well. I saw it right
There it is.
right
there.
in here.
It's down lower, bottom screen.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I see
Yeah,
it.
there. Come down a little bit.
Oh, they have lost video and audio feed, of course, perfect timing.
Stepping down, Gabby.
Copy that.
What's our heading right now?
Heading is 352.
Yeah, so that they're not pulling tension on the anchor, otherwise that mud mat would be heading, would be spun more around. I can see the anchor line coming this way,
Yeah.
but their heading is still going away from us, and it needs to be going on the lay path, which...
So this might be
it's
what
more
we're
like
seeing.
that.
Might have just been seeing snap on that anchor line. Okay.
So if we can get a confirmation of how high they are off bottom.
Just watch, you got this line here too.
Yeah, I see it.
And
I
then
would
if
say my altitude right now is 13 meters, and that's about level, or
Okay.
maybe a little bit lower. They might be a little bit lower than I am.
All right. Looks like we're pretty close to stringing this anchor line out though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Do they have visual? Do they have their feedback? No, not necessarily.
I don't know.
And you're 13 meters off bottom?
Yeah, I think the mud mat is 12 to 13 meters off
Okay,
bottom.
I'm just gonna relay that to the
I'm relaying it in chat.
So if they came up 5, that means that they didn't touch down. They were just probably creating a big bow, big wake onto the seafloor, kicking up the dust.
Well, 1 second here.
some stage, I don't know the right timing, but at some stage we want to, I think we want to continue to move to keep pulling
A
Argus
little more
over,
west.
because that line is, that line that we're seeing
Right.
is that one coming back
Right
to the
here.
anchor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little further to pull Argus or Atalanta a little further
A
away.
little more. Okay.
But I think let's just figure out what that is, and then we'll figure out the timing.
Okay.
Of that. When to call that in.
Nav, can you give us, again, from the node beacon to where we think they are on sonar?
Yep. Yeah, about 30 meters.
Can you make a new point from that target in the same bearing to 35 meters?
35.
So instead of 13 meters off target location, they're more like 5 meters off target location. Fair. Okay. Okay. Right.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are currently working on a cable lay at Cascadia Basin, and this requires a lot of skill, finesse, and patience, so we're keeping our questions kind of to a minimum while we work on this problem. But if you're just tuning in, you're seeing a really great view of one of the mud mats that we're going to use to lay this cable. And our ROV pilots, as always, are doing an incredible job keeping everything safe and copacetic.
Nav, can you provide me with the angle from that node position to that position we believe they are?
Where we believe they are,
Yeah,
about 285.
285. And then from there, can you do another 5 meters at 315?
from here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they're pulling the anchor tight. We can see that on video, so I think they can just go ahead and proceed. Yeah.
It's in a good orientation now.
Yeah, yeah, we can see the anchor pulling them in the right orientation. Cable ship, if you want to give confirmation that you can hear our audio, we think you're pretty much ready to go ahead and proceed with the laying the rest of this down. And moving in the direction of lay path. Because you'll need to go a bit more in that direction to set the anchor as you lower down. We'll try and keep video on you, but we will lose it when you get close to the bottom in the surge.
So right now they don't have tension on there just yet.
No.
But once they start moving. It looks like it's close to giving them tension, but probably a 5 meter or more, and just continue moving or something.
Yeah, move like you're 3 meters or to 5 meters in lay path direction and start paying down. We should be able to watch the mud mat take on the lay path orientation.
Okay, so they're gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Like we should be able to move way past it without pulling it.
How high off bottom do we expect it to be right now? About 10 meters?
12 is what we measured.
Okay, they're just discussing their landing plan. Yeah, the further they get, or the closer they get to the bottom, the harder they're going to be able to pull on this and
yeah, even
towards the lay path.
Even right now, there's a 10-to-1 scope on that anchor, so
yeah,
it should be fine to pull on it.
Yeah,
but they kind of up to them at this point.
Yeah, they have visual. They see what's going on. We think you can pull on this anchor pretty well in the direction of the lay path while paying out on the winch or the drum, rather. See right there, you're so close to pulling it in the right orientation. It's pulling in that way now. ROV heading is currently
350.
350. So if we see the mud mat pointing more towards the left, we'll know it's heading towards the lay path orientation of 315. They're about there. Nav, can you keep providing expected locations